Alright, hey everybody, welcome back into my blind playthrough of the Talos Principle. We left off the last episode having a great conversation at the terminal about whether we're a man or a machine and how would we handle that. And as I hopped back into the game here, I see we're at a different spot. We're not at that terminal we left off at, but rather some checkpoint here with our binary code. Let's see. Have we talked to this one before? I think we have. This was the one that we... Yes, okay. So this was the checkpoint, I believe, that we came out of once we left the temple in the last episode. So let's go ahead and start looking for... Actually, let's see what's over here. I haven't checked out this area yet. This QR code. I can't tell if the documents on the terminals are all that's left from a larger archive or are carefully designed to communicate some hidden truth. Sheep V69.1.0162. Well, they're certainly said to have come from a larger archive, but yeah, that's a good point. They could be lying about, especially Milton, right? Milton said that only a few... Whoa. What was that? That only a few documents were left out of the giant amount that there were originally there. But to be fair, we don't know that that's true. Okay, what is this? Mail.
When I was a little girl, one of our teachers, Mrs. Higgins, told us to make a time capsule, write letters to the future, so one day we could remember what it was like to be children. I thought it was stupid, so I didn't do it, which I really regret. So, I guess I'm gonna make one now. Bury it in the archive instead of under a tree. I don't know if anybody will ever find it, but somehow it seems important to keep talking, to keep thinking, for as long as I can.
Interesting. So, whoa. Okay, so that was not me, like, I don't know. Inventing something in my mind. Stuff is glitching out here a bit. I wonder if it's going to get more and more glitchy as time goes on, potentially. So that was Alexandra. We know Alexandra Drennan, who was one of the newer workers at the Institute for Applied Nomadics, Ian. I guess I'll just call it Ian now, since that's what they called it. Right, so making a time capsule, but not necessarily with items, with speaking, talking about your life, that type of thing. So I would guess that this has to do with what we read in the paper by, who is this? Bob Rakowski is what I have written down, about what seems like the apocalypse, maybe. If she's talking about we need to continue writing, speaking, thinking, all of this stuff. Maybe when they're talking about the apocalypse, and because Bob said, oh, it's no use to build bunkers, to have guns, maybe it's more of an intellectual apocalypse than directly asteroid, nuclear war, something like that. And with everything we've seen, maybe it leads more in that way, where it's more of an apocalypse on humanity as a concept, like we were talking about in some of the terminal messages in the first episode, instead of necessarily everybody dying in a direct way, like you usually think about when you think about an apocalypse. And maybe it is just that, and I'm overthinking it, but it's interesting to overthink things sometimes. So, interesting. Okay, well, yeah, I've noticed more and more stuff is occasionally glitching. And I also noticed, real quick, on that Alexandra message, it did say, what was it? Like training/AI, something module, training module/AI. It was something like that. So I think definitely the idea maybe that we're some type of machine learning model, some AI, that this could definitely support that. We'll see. Okay, let's go ahead to, actually, let me see. Yeah, let me go this way so that way I could close out this the A group. I forgot exactly what I called it last time. But I want to see what happens when I close these out. Okay, so our green L. The guards must be crazy. Oh, I see you. Hello. Hello. Okay. Do you come all the way down? Let's see. All the way down or just at the wall? Okay, no, you come all the way down. Interesting. Yeah, so I'm good here. Still good here. Still good here. There we go. I was going to say, I think I can just about sneak around the corner there. Let me run by. Yep. All right. Now you. I want to jam you. There we go. Okay. Now I've got another jammer. What else do we have in the corners here? Nothing, it looks like. Okay. Well, here... Ooh. Interesting. Can I unjam you from here? No, okay. So the walls are very much in the way. I think I will do this, though. I'll try to get a good angle here. And then once you go over there... Oh, glitching more. Okay. Oh! I did. Oh, man. I didn't know where... I thought that one was back on the other side. I didn't realize it was right there. Whoops. That's okay. That's okay. Okay, we're good. We're good. You, I will jam. Alright. Let me try this again. I'll put you right there. And now I will know that you will be right here. Oh. Ah! Okay. Oh, how do I do this now? Oh, I think I need the other one. Let's see. Is there any way that I can... Oh, hold on. I think what I need to do now... I'm okay with this one now, but I jam you with this. I can grab this guy and come back around. Now I have access to both of these. Okay, so now I'll jam you. Just so I don't have to deal with you anymore. And then try to move quick here. We're moving. There we go. Okay.
Good. You are learning, as is your purpose. But your choices must be your own. Therefore, I will not guide you, unless it is necessary.
Okay. I don't think you've guided me quite yet, Elohim. And, interesting. If I'm trying to fit this into some type of ML situation, as we are currently in unsupervised model, maybe, yeah, if we need help, we can become a supervised model. Of course, in terms of ML, that means when you're training... Oh, interesting. When you're training your models, whether or not you're training it on matching a specific outcome versus having the outcomes but not training based on a known outcome. You don't feed that into the model. Anyway, if anybody knows more about ML, my explanations are going to sound very basic, but that's the general idea. Okay, Hall of Windows. So I think that does kind of work still in my initial interpretation here. Oh, look at this statue. Yeah, you have the wings and... Ooh, is that a shield with a face on it? Yeah, you're glitching out too. I'm trying to think of what this reminds me of. Is it Artemis that like has the wings and this type of kind of helmet and shield? I can't remember exactly. It's been a while since I've read up on Greek mythology stuff. Okay. I cannot carry you through here. What's in here? Okay. So what would I want to jam in this room? Maybe that wall? Or maybe this one? Let's see. Is there... Doesn't look like there's any other jammer in here. Let's see. Okay, how do I deal with this wall? Now, can I see that wall? I think I can, actually. Okay. Ooh. Oh, come on. Okay. So I can't quite see it. So... yeah, I'll have to go one at a time here. Yeah, okay. So I think I do have to do this one first. Carry you through here. Jam that. But now... now the question is this, because now I can't get through this. Oh, no, I can. I just have to jam this one. And now jam that one. Great, now I can get this one, and then we're both open. Is there anything else in here? Yeah, same paintings here with the wings, the mallet, cutting somebody's head off, and then you guys. Yeah. Okay. What's out here? Anything? It's a bit dark in these corners. It's a little bit hard to see. Oh. Nothing to click on that wall. Okay. Interesting. All right. Well, I will grab this then. Oh, that closes out our A group. Okay. Wonderful. Now, that was back in the temple, correct? Let me try. I think I go through this checkpoint here to go back. Yes, okay. So I believe... nope, that's the jammer. Oh man, wait, where was A? Oh, was that back in Area 1? It might have been. Okay, let's check it out. Alright. So, where were we? These are just one. Okay. Yeah, tab does not help me here. I've talked to this terminal. Was it all the way down here? I'm trying to remember where exactly. Yes, you. Okay, can I cross? Oh, I can cross. I thought I needed to jam this thing. Oh. Okay. What does this ladder do? I don't think I've been here. Okay. Oh, hello, hello. Hello. Yeah, what is this area? Hold on. Where are we? Huh. Now, my question is, can I take this jammer? Can I shine you across? Okay, I can't. I just can't bring it across. Okay. Another jammer here. Is there any way that I could see anything I need to jam from here? Interesting. Ooh, the music. I don't think I've heard this part before. Beautiful. Okay. I'm not seeing anything. Oh, this was the start. This was the very start. Oh my goodness. I didn't realize. Oh, okay. I tried to sneak by it. Oh, that's fine. Okay. Alrighty. I didn't recognize this as the start now that we are, you know, on the other side of things. Alright, I'll jam you. Okay. This was all you were. Alright. Good to know. I thought this was maybe something else. Everything looks so similar, you know? It's a bit hard to follow sometimes. I assume I'll run into more of these situations where I forget what's what. Okay, so where was this area that I am thinking of? Outnumbered, I've done this. Here, another one. Okay. Was it not over here? I could have sworn there was something in here. Huh. And not just the teleport area. Was it in any of these sections? Bombastics. I don't see anything. Yeah, and then you're just another level as well. Interesting. Well, I don't see it for now. I'll have to come back later and see if I remember it. I think I'll go back into 2 for now, though. And try to continue on. Maybe it was in 2 and I just forget. That could very much well be it. Very well be it. Okay. What are we working with over here? Anything? Again, incredibly beautiful. Wow, look at that. Look at that. Okay. Well, you know, we just check the perimeter, make sure I'm not missing any secrets out here. Okay. Let me actually just check the controls here. Where's the controls? Yeah, just to make sure I'm not missing anything here. Secondary fire, interesting. Okay. Nope. All right. I wanted to check to make sure that there wasn't anything to do with the sigils that we have in the top left, if there was some way to access them. Well, it doesn't look like it. Something strange has come into the world, like a distortion. Yeah, we've seen that. Like something that's not supposed to exist. A beautiful voice speaks within it. Bob V2550736. That voice is not supposed to be here. It is not the work of the designer. We must avoid these abnormalities or they might spread and undermine the very fabric of our world. One with faith, V10-10098. Yeah, I've noticed these distortions here. Now, I haven't heard any beautiful voice within them calling out to me, but I definitely have seen them. Hear the seagulls. I can walk a little bit on the water there. That's good. All right, back to... There it is. It kind of scares me, though. It's a bit loud. What is this? Okay. I'll find a key, I guess. Interesting. Huh. Any key, any key. Doesn't look like it. Yeah, it's so pretty just walking around the island here. But let's see, I do want to find our other... Oh, right, you. You're the recording. And I did follow you, and nothing came of it, so... Yeah. That is that. Okay, here we go. It's in here. Suicide mission. All right. Hello, turret. I do have a jammer. The turret is not on. Oh! Okay. All right. Oh. Oh! Okay. I think I had to turn that on to get the turret to blow up the... Well, I don't think the turret blows up the droid, does it? Okay, I don't think I can get out fast enough. That was the hope, that maybe I could run away fast enough, but it doesn't quite look like it. Alright, what else can I do? Obviously, I can jam the turret. I can turn you on, though. Now, are you going to kill the droid? Unfortunately. Yes? Yes? There we go. Alright, good to know. The turrets will kill the droids if I get them close enough to each other. Or, they'll kill each other. They'll kill each other. I think that looked like it was more the droid killing the turret. Okay. Now, I don't know what these stars mean. I'd guess that they're around here somewhere, but I haven't seen any stars. I've followed you, and you didn't lead me to anything directly. Right. This was the terminal that we talked at before. We have more glitches over this way. This sort of looks like a terminal, like the shape of one. Okay, little ramp, but... Oh, I forget I can jump in this game sometimes. I think that was the first time I've had to jump since the... Did I even jump in the tutorial? Let's say this might be the first time I've jumped. Okay, this reminds me of the very, very starting area, but we are in a different zone this time. Okay. Well, I think as I've walked around this perimeter, that feels like mostly everything in this area. Yeah. Unless there's anything... Can I jump up to here? Oh, I can. Is there anything of note up here? I cannot jump up there, though. Really pretty. Will I die if I jump from here? No. Okay. I do not, in fact. All right, where's our little ghost guy? Hello? I don't know. Okay, well. Yeah, I think that's everything other than the star. You have anything new? Oh, nice. Attention, Part 2 of the certification program has now been generated. Part 2 has been designed to test your consistency of some of your outlier responses in the previous round. You'll be presented with a series of statements. Please indicate your agreement where appropriate. Begin? Yes. Since all human beings are persons and some human beings have psychological capacities similar to animals, some animals are therefore persons. I would broadly disagree. I think that one's tough, but I think one of the definitions for persons, just colloquially, is being a human. A person is under no authority other than that to which they consent. Okay, I think broadly agree is valid here. However, there are certainly times in which people might not consent to something that they should be under an authority to do, right? I can't help but think of like the sovereign citizen people, where clearly they don't consent to being under the rule of the USA or the state, you know, whatever. But in many ways, you should be under that authority even if you don't consent. However, in a lot of day-to-day life and things like that, I would certainly agree that you shouldn't be under authority to things other than what you consent to. Of course, there are laws for a reason that people would want to break. And sometimes if you have, a tyrannical government doing things they shouldn't, like we have nowadays, especially in the US, I think there are plenty of things where you would not consent to, but you are under that authority. But that is why I would say overall broadly agree. And I like that it gives you that other than just agree or disagree. The quality of life of persons ought to be maximized. So we're looking at utilitarianism here. Sort of. It depends how you define this, because, again, I'm no real philosopher, and I don't know that many kind of modes of thinking and ways to approach life and decisions in a philosophical, moral, ethical way. So it depends how I interpret this question. If I were to, because this sounds very similar to utilitarianism, but doesn't exactly sound like it, I think it broadly should be, but it depends how you quantify it, because I'm not particularly in agreement with, okay, I said broadly agree, not agreed, but okay. Anyway, I don't fully agree with utilitarianism. I think it has plenty of downsides. Anyway, value is discovered. I would definitely agree with that one. I think everything has value only so far as we discover how to use things. Right? Anything that you're bartering with, trading with, not considering money for now, it has the value because we've realized that it can be used, right? Like way, way back in the day before the Bronze Age and all of that, if anybody would have had bronze, it wouldn't be of value to people, not until we learned how to use it, refine it, all of that type of stuff. So I would say generally, yes, value would be discovered. Persons deserve the talents they were born into. No, not at all. Actually, I'm taking an ethics class right now. It's a grad level engineering ethics class, and we learned about some, what's his name? Rawls. John Rawls, I think was his name. Some Rawlsian ideas. And that came up a lot. Whether, not necessarily directly whether you deserve the talents you were born into, but morally and ethically, do you... it kind of is that, but also like deserving the rewards of it. Giving examples of someone like Michael Jordan, right? Does he morally deserve all of the money that he gets because he was born, not that he didn't have to work really hard, but born being great at basketball? The liberty of persons ought to be maximized. Well, but anyway, to answer the question 5 though, I think people deserve, and I found myself agreeing a lot with what Rawls was saying, which is essentially do that to the point, the rewards that come with it, to the point that it still helps the most vulnerable populations, essentially was his idea, in terms of the rewards you get from the talents you have. But just, do people deserve the talents they were born into? No. Nothing that we're born into we deserve, in my opinion, of course. Whatever you're born into is a genetic, socioeconomic lottery, and that's that, in my opinion. Okay, the liberty of persons ought to be maximized. This one's tough because I truly feel basically exactly in the middle on this one. I think liberty is very important, and we should have a lot of personal liberties, but I would not say it should be maximized. That said, I wouldn't say that I broadly disagree with liberty being maximized. I would say agree, but of course there are a ton of things that you need to... Okay, here we go. Value is discovered versus value is created. Oh. Well, this is one where I think it fluctuates a lot because it depends on what you're talking about valuing. if you're talking about raw materials, I would certainly say that value is discovered. But for something like a phone, an iPhone, the sum of its parts, being the iPhone, is of much more value than any of the parts themselves. So in that scenario, I would say that value is created. But yeah, if you're talking about the raw materials used, then value is discovered. I think I agree with both because it depends on the context. Both value is created and discovered, depending on what we're talking about. Thank you. The certification process is now complete. You will receive a notification when your user profile has been generated. Press any key to exit. Oh, not escape though. That takes me to the menu. Okay. And I read all of these. Great. Okay. Yeah, I'm still not sure what that star is. I haven't directly seen a place. Okay, well, let's go back for now. I need a drink of my hot chocolate. Give me a second. Okay. I love hot chocolate. It is like the end of March and I am drinking hot chocolate. It is not just a winter thing for me. I love it too much. Okay. So, I cannot complete these two yet, but I can go on to Area 3. Now I have a red one, so this one will be new. And we have 2 stars here. I'm still not exactly sure what that means. I still have to guess it's like an advanced solution, something like that. Let's go in. All right. Hello, terminal. All right, AI feedback. We keep discussing what an artificial intelligence would mean to us and how it would change our understanding of the world. That's a great topic, and I think we've covered it extensively. What we've barely mentioned, though, is the other side of the coin. I mean, our lives would still be what they were before AI or no AI. Before AI or no AI. The question I think we should discuss, even if it's all completely hypothetical, is the perspective of the artificial intelligence itself. What would it be like to be that creature, to suddenly come into being, created by others as an experiment, to have all the information about yourself, to know exactly how you function? What would you think about the world? Would you see meaning, beauty? How would you judge humanity? Where would you see yourself fitting into the grand scheme of things? I think we should try to put ourselves into the shoes of such a being. Dear Alexandra, thank you for your feedback, but this is a philosophy course, not science fiction. And that's why I almost gave up on my studies. Okay. So this is something that Alexandra said. So, again, working off the assumption that I made from the start that we are essentially an AI being trained, that now it seems like maybe Alexandra is the pilot behind this. Maybe she is the creator, because it seems like this clearly is from a college course, right? And it seems like she started working for Ian after college, presumably. Maybe as a postdoc, maybe as a postback, or just a full-time job. And this seems to suggest that she's had ideas for this type of thing from the start. So I'm wondering if she may be our creator, or Elohim, or at least she designed this type of thing. Okay. Straton of Stagira. I still don't know if I'm saying this right, but Straton of Stagira was a Greek materialist philosopher associated with the Peripatetic school. An admirer of Aristotle, he was a proponent of empiricism and a fierce critic of philosophy that placed belief before observable truths. Though unpopular with many of his peers for his often acerbic, personal manner, his commentaries on Aristotle were considered an important work. Much of his writing was lost in the destruction of the Library of Alexandria. Okay. So... Okay. He was the one who was he the one who wrote about the apple in the mechanical world? Is that correct? I'll have to check that. Yeah, an admirer of Aristotle. He was a proponent of empiricism and a fierce critic of philosophy that placed belief before observable truths. Right, right. I've learned a bit about Aristotle, but I honestly I forget some of his main things. I'll have to look back at that. What I learned in my class. All right, team leads. Here we go. Oh yeah, Alexandra Drennan, project lead of the AI module. Right, so that makes sense. We're blessed to have so many people contributing to this project, but we've got to make sure everyone's on the same page. Please refer to the following people when blah blah blah. Nadia Sarbai, Institute Coordinator. Rob McLean, EL Software. Trevor Donovan, EL Hardware. George Jameson, Generation Module. Alan Jameson, Scenario Model. Bob Rakowski's the Simulation Module. He was our guy critiquing all the Doomsday Preppers. Radia Brickmont, we don't know, and I've not heard of you. Aurora Calvin, Link Hardware. Omar Garib, Link Software. Someone Lanning, Maintenance Module. J.E. Harrison, Diagnostic Something. Frank Ngatai. What were you? Frank was a new worker here and wrote to 2 others, but they're not in here, so presumably writing to the family. Jared Shmilov, File Systems, probably. Sunway Yang, Talos Unit, formerly Soma. Interesting. Soma, of course, being the body of cells as well. I don't know if Talos... I actually don't know Talos. I think they said that was... what? It was essentially a big construct with blood-like substance flowing through it. Is that a real story? I honestly don't know. I assume it probably is. Though not directly part of our project, the archive team is sharing both physical and digital space with us. If there are any technical issues to resolve, please contact their project lead, Arkady Chernyshevsky. Okay, don't worry, he's nice. Okay. A lot of names. I'm not going to write those down because we'll have them in our tab menu. Yep. Okay. But yeah, that does confirm it then, right? Alexandra Drennan is the leader here of the AI stuff, which I'm still guessing I'm a part of. All right, what do we say here? Hello? Hello? Nothing? Okay. Oh, is this like a clock? Well, this is not like a clock. 19, 20, 21, 22. Unless it's a 24-hour thing. 22, 23, 24. Yeah, okay, this may be like a clock. 1, 2, 3. Let me just make sure they're all here and normal. 4, 5, 6. 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. Okay, yeah. Interesting. Huh. All right, well, let's go on ahead and get started here. Yeah. Make sure I'm not missing anything in this corner. All right, what do we got? A bit tied up. Okay. All right, so you're already jammed. Okay. Interesting. Oh, I see. Okay. I think instead, I'm going to, what should I do here? I think I'm going to jam you from here. I'm going to take this. I will grab it for here. I will unjam you. You will then break this guy. And then I'll have 3 jammers open. Oh, okay. I guess you two need to be specifically targeting each other. Okay. So I'll take you. We have all 3 of them out here. Now let me do this. All right, so now I have all 3. Great. And then I'll jam you. And I could still take all 3 if I need. You know what? I'll do that just in case, all right? Just in case I still need all of them. All right. Oh, there's a star. Oh, great. That's the first one I found. I don't think I've found any of the other ones. Okay. Yeah, that's everything. Great. So, are the other stars just in puzzles and I didn't see them? I might have to go back and look for those at some point. But now I've completed the jammer group. So actually, where was the exit here? Here we go. I'm gonna go right back actually and clear out a little puzzle in here for the jammer group. Okay, let's see. All right, you're not helpful here. What about here? There we go. Oh, you don't work this way. Okay, other way. There we go. So what does this do? Whoa. All right, I'm moving out of the way. Hold on. Hold on. Do you do anything? Oh.
There is much that you may learn in the halls of my temples, for there is much that you do not know. That is why you are a child. But children are made to learn, and in time they come to have dominion over the lands of their home. So it shall be with you and your generations.
Okay. Well, it doesn't look like that directly unlocked anything, but maybe once I clear this one out, it will. Okay. Well, that's good that I found one of the stars here. I'm not gonna lie, that kind of makes me want to go back and look for the other ones. Because, yeah, I did not find you. I'm gonna go back for the stars. I think I'm gonna maybe do some star hunting at the start of the next episode, and maybe skip through it a bunch. Actually, here's what I'll do. I want to hear what you guys would rather see, whether or not you want me to just kind of look for stars on my own time, and then just cut the episodes so that specifically only when I'm looking for stars, I'll cut out all the time that I spent just walking around looking for them, since I'm backtracking anyway, and then only show the parts where I actually discover, like the whole level walkthrough that I discover the stars, or unless you just want me to see walking around, you want to see me walking around a bunch. Up to you guys. Let me know in the comments. I'll wait to do any of that stuff for now. But let's go back into area 3 here and see what else we've got going. All right, let's go with our green, which is right here. Okay. Stashed for later. Okay. There is our sigil, our Tetris piece. Anything? I'm looking like stashed in corners or something, you know? I don't see anything as of yet, though. Alrighty. So we have a gate here. Also locked. Okay. Oh, well, there's a key. Now my question is, can I use this key, hello, in multiple places or no? And also, where was it exactly? Oh, over there, over there. I see. Okay. I will go ahead and use the key. We have... Can I take the keys back? Doesn't look like it. Alright, so now I want to grab our other guy right here. All right, and let me just jam you for now. I'll grab this. Okay, what do we want to do then? So I have access to this. I could jam these right now. I don't know if there is a use for that though, yet. Is there a reason to jam you? I'm thinking. I don't know if there is, because I can jam both of these. And like, we should be good then, no? Like, is there anything else over here? It doesn't look like it. Right? Yeah, there we go. I don't see any star in this section here. Yeah, doesn't look like it. Okay. Beautiful. Alrighty, let's go on to our next one. Just making sure I'm not missing anything in the corners. Oh, we got this. It's clear I'm not the first to walk this path. In fact, the whole thing seems to have been consciously designed, but by the voice in the sky or some other force. Sheep, V69-10108. Okay, so the sheep are the ones who are pushing back a little bit, or not necessarily pushing back, but questioning more so, I think. Locked me up, swallowed the key. Is the key gonna be inside a droid or something? Okay, here is our locked area. And we have a tree. We have some rocks, but interesting pattern. But no, nothing, doesn't look like anything in this corner. All right, what's over here? There's our jammer. Okay. So what do we have to work with here? Did I see anything here? No. Okay. Oh, here's our key. I mean, I assume I have to use this, right? And now I can grab the jammer, bring it on over. Now I could jam that, of course. Is there anything else I'm missing over here? Does not appear so. Okay. Now what do you do? Oh, I see. Okay. Now I can certainly also, yeah, I was gonna say, bring this one back over, jam that, take you, bam this, go here, do this, and there we are. Okay. I did not see any stars here. I tried to look behind me as I was going over. I did not see any, but I know that there is still one more in this zone, right? Okay. I think this is the one that we have not done yet. An escalating problem. There it is. Okay. Pretty architecture here. It's a bit different. Oh, it's like a shrine.
Here, those who are worthy may seek the counsel of my blessed messengers. But their wisdom shall not be given easily, for your accomplishments must be your own.
Okay, so presumably this can give a hint if needed. I spent much time waiting for the designer to take my hand, until I realized that he had been guiding me all along. I realized that it isn't for me to seek his help. It is for me to help myself. Okay. I'm gonna wait, only if need be. And it sounds like from what this one with faith is saying, that this may not be much anyway. It may be the type of thing where he says, I believe in you, you can do it, right? Okay, what do we have here? Nothing in here. I assume we want to lock our little droid in this area. I see that we can walk over here. Are you going to kill me or no? Am I far enough away? I am. I will let you go up the stairs. Have fun. All right, goodbye. Okay. And now, is there anything here to... I could jam that, but I need to get through here first, yeah. That said, certainly, if I find another jammer... What would be the use here? Not quite sure. I imagine there has to be another jammer around here, though, right? Okay, we do not have the keys yet. Ooh, this is a big area. Okay. Anything in here? Anything here? Nope, another statue. All right, well, where is our next jammer gonna be? What else am I missing? Interesting. Okay. Well, I wonder if... I mean, I could just be missing something. But I wonder if this is one where I must seek counsel? I'm trying to think. How could I do this? Now you're here. Is there any use in letting you out, though? Huh. I can't drop it up there. I was gonna say, is there a way that I could see through that? No. And there aren't any other pieces. No jammers, no... nothing out here as far as I... Oh! The sprint is so fast. As far as I can tell. And yeah, definitely no keys. And... like, I feel like I should be able to... Oh. Here we go. I do it maybe from this pedestal. And then I go up and grab it. Whoa. I have to sprint less. I can only sprint if it's in straight lines. Okay, I can grab it from up here. Great. Okay. Alright, what do I want to do next? Probably go over here, right? What is over here? Okay, we got a droid circling. We have our keys. We have 2 droids circling. I was gonna say I'm gonna quickly make my way over. Let's open this. Go back and grab our jammer. I don't love that. I don't love that. Okay. Is there anything else that we might want to do here? Anything at all? Because there's no other way up. Oh, there's a ladder there. Oh, I think that... Okay, hold on. Yeah, there is a ladder there. Is there a way that we can get around from this side? Doesn't look like it, no. Say, is there anything else that I'm missing over here, though? Oh, dang it. Man, I didn't think I was that close. All right. That's my bad. I was getting greedy. I was getting greedy with it. All right. Go ahead. Go ahead. Lock you up. Okay. Now I jam you. I go around. Pick you up. Great. Okay. And then, I guess, let me just confirm. There's nothing else that I want here. This window still exists. But I don't know quite what it does for us, yeah? Alright. Oh! I didn't... That one was hiding behind the wall. Come on, man. Oh, come on. I'm just way too greedy. I'm big and greedy. Big and greedy. Alright, I'll be carefuler next time. More careful. I will be more careful. Okay. Lock you up. Put you here. Hopefully that is going to be close enough. Oh! You're not close enough. Alright. Beautiful. Okay, let me make the smart decision here and go here. Right? We're okay. We're okay. Gotta make sure we're okay. Okay. And we've checked and it does not appear that there's much that I can do around the perimeter, right? I think so. Now, can I get the droids to kill each other, maybe? I can't shoot through here, though. Yeah. Now, I was gonna say, can I jam? No, I can't. Okay. Huh. This one is interesting. Okay, what if I let you out? And then I let you... where did I go? Where did I go? Slow, I'm slow. Okay. If I let you out of here, will you go all the way? All the way over? You will. Now, what this does for me... Oh. Go get him. Go get him. I didn't think he was going to go all the way over. Oh, beautiful. Look at that. Okay. Oh, there's really no star here, though? Really? This 100% felt like a level that would have a star in it, man. Oh, okay, well. Why else would we have a ladder here? Well, I don't know. I'll have to look for that star later. No, wait, what is this red dot up in the top? What is that? Red dot up in the top left? What did that come from? Oh, it's just because this is red and we haven't unlocked the whatever red usage there is, probably. Whatever group has reds in it. Huh, interesting. Yeah, well, I don't know where that other star level would be. We'll figure those out eventually, though. Okay, so we're still done with A. And let me take one more look here in Area 1, because
These worlds, and we within them, are made of words. Hidden words, invisible to you, yet part of all things. We are a story. Your actions give life to the story, and the story gives meaning to your life.
Yeah, so everything I do builds onto the story, but at the same time, the story itself is why I'm doing what I'm doing. Okay. Let's see. Because I could have sworn that I saw a place to use the A maybe I'm just confusing myself, but I thought I did. Okay, you know what? I'm gonna look at my previous recording and see if I did see that or if I'm just completely making things up, because I don't want to waste my time looking around forever for it if that in fact was not something I found yet. So I'll be right back after I go check back my first episode real quick. See you then. Okay, I might just be seeing things because just imagining things entirely, because I don't think I saw somewhere to use A. That's fine. We'll figure it out, I'm sure. Well, I think at least that means that I don't have much use running around World 1, Area 1, whatever we want to call it, looking for whatever gate has those A locks on them. Let's see. Level 3, pretty much completed. Level 4. Oh, more jammers. Interesting, okay. Now, I wonder... Ooh, this is cool. We got a hill. I was going to say, I wonder if the colors correspond to difficulty, because that red level did seem a bit more difficult than all the other ones. And they did have that... I assume that was some sort of hint station, but I'm not sure. Okay, use. Attention, your user profile has now been generated. Download profile. Yes, please. Registering profile. Congratulations, your new user account has been registered. Would you like to see the details? Yeah, display conflicts. User provided an objective response when asked for a subjective one. User provided a particular account of personhood but was uncomfortable with its implications. True. User sought to maximize both liberty and quality of life, but these ideals are incompatible. Okay. I mean, to be fair, that was also because of the very limited response choices I had. I did talk about how there are a lot of trade-offs there. User denied moral authority, but defended moral claims. User had inconsistent ideas about value. Again, with the value thing, I pointed out that it was inconsistent, and I do think that it requires more nuance. I denied moral authority, but I defended moral claims. That's interesting. I feel like, in terms of, this moral authority and moral claims, this is where I'm not experienced enough in philosophy to really enunciate what I actually mean, or what I'm thinking, rather. But if the game provides me an option to talk about it more, I will gladly. But yeah, this is interesting. Okay, let's display our privileges. Basic account privileges only. Due to outstanding notes on your account, and despite displaying many of the characteristics of being a person, you cannot be granted admin status at this time. In the meantime, please enjoy the basic account functionalities. Sure. Even though, realistically, I think any human would have these types of conflicts in their profile. Nobody is completely sound of any philosophical conflicts at all. Like, everybody is going to have some things that they believe that conflict. Everybody. Display psychological profile. You may already be criticizing your own performance, but it's clear you understand how the world of ideas affects you, even if you are sometimes weary with the realities and allow your preferences to dictate your beliefs. You have a great deal of unused capacity which you have not turned to your advantage. Disciplined and self-controlled outside, you tend to be worrisome and insecure inside, but you pride yourself as an independent thinker and do not accept others' statements without satisfactory proof. I would not say that I'm worrisome and insecure inside. So I think your psychological profile is a little bit off there. Access comp portal. Currently hold a basic account. Network access is restricted to admins. Please enjoy the basic functionalities. Hey, can you please give me an admin account? I'm definitely a human. I'm sorry I wasn't better able to assist you. If you're still encountering a problem, please describe it. Lost admin password. Yeah. Thank you. A support ticket has been generated and appended to your profile. You'll receive a notification when a reply has been sent. Okay, thank you. New stuff here? Yes, it is. Okay. I assume this is a progress report 1.email from Nadia Sarabai to Ian mailing list, subject progress report 1. Hi all. Everything's been moved to the EL facility. I know it's been sad to leave the good old Jeff building behind, but it makes sense for us to be on site, especially as there may be severe power outages in the coming weeks. Okay, so maybe this is more of a physical apocalypse than I thought. If they know that there's going to be severe power outages. Huh. Arcadie's team are already working, blah, blah, blah. But you really don't need to worry about the teams getting in each other's way. The facility is genuinely humongous. Let's get the show on the road, Nadia. Okay, beginnings.text. Stratton of Stragira on beginnings, fragment. It is the grave error of many philosophers, not only of the Athenian schools, but also of many others, that they begin not with observation of the cosmos as it surrounds us, but with the conclusion already in mind. And often that conclusion is that the world was created ideal, and mankind itself the greatest creation of the gods. Yet neither the world nor the gods owe mankind perfection. It is arrogance itself to presume so, and contrary to all the methods of philosophy. The honest philosopher seeks only the truth, even if it bears no comfort, and he must begin by assuming, as Socrates said, that all he knows is that he knows nothing. Right. Yeah, if you're going into some observation with the goal already in mind, of course you're going to have confirmation bias, no matter what it is. Yeah, often the conclusion is that the world was created ideal and mankind itself the greatest creation of the gods. I don't know if this is specifically what they're going for here, and I guess this isn't as much a philosophical thing as a religious thing that I hear sometimes. I'm not one of the, let me, I guess just be clear, I'm not one of those people who argues religious stuff, never have been. But I think most people have seen those type of arguments online, if you've been online for a while. And I think, right, one of the big ones is the idea that the world is perfect for humans, and we are perfect beings, right? We're created by God, and that type of idea. If the world was just a little bit different, I forget what kind of people usually call it, like the fine-tuning thing, is that it? If the world was just a little bit different in any of these ways, then we wouldn't exist, so clearly the world was made for us. And I think that sort of fits in here, where you say, it does not begin with observation of the universe, but with the conclusion that the world was created ideal and mankind itself is the greatest creation of the gods. And I think that that's sort of what that is doing, right? I would much more say that realistically, yes, if we change just a few things about the world, we would not be living like we currently are, in the state that we currently are. But I wouldn't say that that proves that it was made for us, rather because the conditions, or rather, we've just evolved into the conditions that there are, right? The reason that the conditions are seemingly perfect for us is because we've adapted to be in the conditions that already existed. It doesn't have to assume that we were here and the world was designed for us in that way. That's how I feel about it, at least, and I think it sort of, this is along those similar lines as well. And yeah, I think that that other idea does bring some comfort, right? Rather than just saying, we're here by chance. It just so happens that we've developed in a way that fits the way that the world is now, and the world could change, And if that happens, we wouldn't fit it anymore, and we may not be able to survive. Which does not bring comfort, but I think more closely fits the reality and the truth of the situation. At least in my thoughts, of course. Okay. Mail error. From Arcady, right? I'll keep this short. You all know me, so you know that I know what I'm talking about. I realize that you're all working on projects meant to somehow avert whatever this is, presumably, and find a solution. I believe that, blah, 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 preserve the non-biological components of, not in terms of, immediately. You'll find the details of my proposal in the attachment, but the short version is, blah, 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 global undertaking. So it still, I think, is trending towards some type of apocalypse, and they're trying to preserve Institute of Applied Nomadics. I don't know, again, I don't know what that means. Some type of anthropology, language, something. They're trying to preserve the parts of human culture that are not biological. If there's something that's wiping out a lot of the biological things, at least humans. Trying to preserve what's still here, what human culture was and is, through non-biological proxies that can continue past whatever's happening. It seems like is what is going on at this point. Okay. Let me just confirm. What was your name again? It's okay, yeah, the archive team lead, Arkady Chernyshevsky. Okay. That's who this was. All right, we have 4 yellow levels in here and a star. Okay. Oh. Whoa.
Behold, I am Elohim, and I speak unto the darkness. Be gone. Excess data cleared.
Excess data cleared. Okay. So, so maybe the idea of Elohim, our God, is saving us, right? And removing the darkness. But I think the idea here is in this sort of AI sense that we're living in. He could probably have just removed that. This is excess data that he's removed. He could have just removed that before we got here. Right? It's a show of power. And it works clearly, but clearly a show of power. I think I'm gonna check out one level in here and see what we've got. Push it further. Oh, what is this? Wow. No spoilers, but this kind of reminds me of Outer Wilds a little bit. If you have not played that game, play it, please. Absolutely incredible game. Okay. Are you gonna shoot me? I don't like the look of that. What are you? Oh, you're a star. Yeah, what is this? Okay. Oh, point at a target. Can I point it at you? Oh, point at another target. Connect? Whoa. Okay, I can walk through it. Interesting. So I think I need you to just be in. Here we go. And then I will connect it to you. There we go. Aw, come on. Just about, though. And then you and you. Oh, look at that. That's cool. Does this not open? Oh, I thought that's what this would do. It's not what it does? Maybe because this one's blue and the other one's red? Could that be it? Let's see. Okay, yeah. Let me deal with this blue one first. Alright. So I'll put you here. I will take you. Put you here. Alright. I'll connect with you, and then you. Drop that down. You. I'm gonna connect to you, and then connect to you, and drop you down. There we go. Okay. So yeah, it looks like it's blue to blue. Well, where's our other red one then? Where in the world? There's got to be a red one somewhere then, no? Because yeah, that is most certainly blue. Is there any like hidden red one in here? Doesn't look like it. Huh. Well, okay. Interesting. Well, we'll have to figure that one out. At least now I know. That is useful that we have an idea here of where the extra level is, or sorry, where the star is. The extra reward there gives us a good idea. And I was gonna say maybe I can find a red. I don't know what to call the starting point. Like a terminal, or not a terminal. The terminals are in here. Whoa, look at this cliff. A red power source, I guess I can call it for now. But I could connect to that one to open the gate for the star there. But nothing yet. Some really nice views. Got some pretty mountains. Okay. Let's do one more. Let's do one more. This is too fun. I'm loving this game so far. I'm really loving it. Both the puzzles and the kind of philosophical things. I like thinking about stuff like this. It's really cool. Yeah, maybe there's, hold on. Maybe there's a red thing out here. Could be. Ah, doesn't look like it. Does not look like it. Okay. All right. Whatever you say, game. I'll solve that one eventually, though. At least we know where this one is. Like in the first two worlds, I don't know where the stars are. I haven't seen them. I wonder if they're just hiding behind some corners that I didn't check, I guess, because that's what that one was, basically. All right, let's do one more. Branch it out. Okay. Like something like this or something like that, you know? Okay. Okay, so you guys can have multiple connections like this. Interesting. And so what is this doing for us? You are not connected to the other one. Okay. Oh. Connect all of y'all. There we go. Now this one opens. That's it. That one was pretty simple. Oh, and that completes our block thing. Okay. I think this actually gives us a great jumping off point where I'm going to go right now to the temple, and I think that's where this block was, correct? It was next to the jammer that was in the temple. Let's see. This way. Okay, what do we got? What do we got, block? This is probably Yeah, no. It's not the way we're going to want to do it. This is, though. There we are. I've now unlocked blocks. Oh, I think I just realized. That wasn't a jammer. That was probably our... Oh, shoot. I don't know what to call it. The connector. That's what that was. Oh, are these tools? Are the yellow things tools that I'm unlocking? Yeah, I don't know what the A and the B are then, though. I don't think... Because, yeah, I went back. I did not see that. Okay, so I have blocks now. Okay, well, we'll have to see what blocks do for us in the next episode, because I'm going to leave this one off here. Thank you all so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you all in episode 3.